Hi there. This is the second time I'm doing this. I did one, but it was too dark. So now I'm trying it again. This is a music update. Not vinyl, basically, it's just CDs. Last weekend I went to Goodwill's and I picked up 19 CDs. And I'm going to show them to you. And I'm doing it this way so you can see the covers more clearly. I don't know why else I would do this, but I don't show enough CDs, and I don't think anyone else does really show a lot of CDs. So if you're feeling obligated, show some CDs in any of your updates, because I know you guys, when you go to Goodwill, you also check out CDs. That's what I do. So anyway, these are the CDs that I picked up. First one is Kula Shaker with their album K. I believe it's their first one. I don't really know, but there was a song on here called Tatva, which was a big hit, and it's very I don't know, Indian flavored Britpop, I guess. I haven't listened to any of these in full. I've sampled some of them, but I need to really listen to this one. Then we got Korn, Follow the Leader. This yeah, it's Korn. I don't need to explain too much about that. New metal band. Not a huge Korn fan or a fan of new metal, but I believe this is a CD I used to have way back in, what year was this? 1992? Could that be it? No, 1998. Sorry. Gee, I had this CD and I liked it, and I'm gonna listen to it again because I found it for $1. This is something that Stevie U showed on vinyl. This is the Low Fidelity All Stars, How to Operate with a Blown Mind. Not really trip hop, more big beat, dance music with lots and lots of samples and beats and hip hop influence. Sort of like the Chemical Brothers meets the Prodigy. It's on Skint Records, which is a well-known label for this type of music. So, gonna check this one out. This is Ronnie Size Represent, called In the Mode. This is his 2000, his album from 2000. It comes with guest appearances by Method Man, Rizal, who is the beatbox guy who used to be in The Roots, and Zach De La Rocha of Rage Against the Machine. Gee. This is drum and bass music, mostly. It's very modernistic, futuristic drum and bass. Yeah, so I'm going to check this out as well. This was a nice find. The last album I still needed of Third Base. It's the Cactus Revisited. It's a 7-track mini album, I believe, from 1990. It's got the gas face and Words of Wisdom, reworked versions, remixes. I don't know what it is exactly, but I still needed this one. This is Jose Gonzalez with Veneer. I believe he's a Swedish singer-songwriter. He did the song Heartbeats, which was used for a TV commercial, a Sony television TV commercial. I used to love that song, I really enjoyed that song, that's what I should say. And the rest of the album, or the CD, is similar. It's acoustic singer-songwriter stuff. Really, really nice. Not a big blues guy, but I saw this and had to pick it up. This is Not the Same Old Blues Crap Part 2 on Fat Possum Records. There are 6 artists on here. R.L. Burnside, T-Model Ford, Paul Jones, Scott Dunbar, Junior Kimbrough, and A.C. Payton. And I'm gonna check them out. see if this might be something that I could enjoy, even though I'm not, like I said, a blues guy. To me, the blues just, I don't know, it's not my kind of music. Just like country is not my kind of music, and to be quite honest, classic jazz, not really my kind of music. This is Spoon, Ga 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 Ga. So digipack booklet is in there. I like Spoon. I like their sound, but I don't really pick up their albums because, you know, there's other stuff I find more interesting. But finding this on CD, you know, that's cool. I'm fine with that. This is something that I always tend to pick up, even though I know most of the music on here is not really, you know, it's got the freaking Offspring on it. You know, I don't care for the Offspring at all. But, you know, what can you do? This is Punkorama number 10, a compilation series on Epitaph. It's basically unreleased tracks. It's a CD and a DVD. I watched the DVD and there's some really nice things on there. The Coupe was on there. I enjoyed that. That's hip hop, by the way. Millencolin, I remember them from way back. I enjoyed that. Robocop Kraus. But on the CD, there's Turbo Negro, Danger Doom, which is again hip hop, No Effects, Pennywise, Rancid. Is Bad Religion on here? Yeah, they're on here as well. You know, it's okay. A good series. And I love finding these dirt cheap. This is Pete Rock's solo CD. It's called Soul Survivor. He is better known working with CL Smooth. Very jazzy, funky hip-hop he did back then, and what I sampled of this, it hasn't changed. It's again very funky, very soulful, jazzy kind of hip-hop. Just the stuff I like. This is from 1998. I think a lot of the guys from Wu-Tang are working on here, like Ghostface Killah, Raekwon, Method Man, and I don't know, but a lot. Heavy D's on here as well. So it's cool finding this. This is something I didn't expect at a Goodwill. Same goes for a lot of the stuff I'm going to show right now. This is Red Snapper, Making Bones. I believe their second album, Red Snapper, is on Warp Records. You don't really see. There it is. It's sort of a jazz, electronic, trip hop. Very jazz influenced. The guys are basically jazz musicians who just happen to work with electronic music. And yeah, it's on Warp, so it's got that little, you know, odd edge to it. Interesting band. This was interesting as well. Howie B, album called Snatch. The cover is what basically made me decide to pick it up. And I remembered the name, but I didn't know where from, and I still don't. But this is very, very mellow, relaxing trip hop beat music. I don't know, sort of big beat, sort of trip hop. It's really good. It's on the Pussyfoot label. It's up there, the Pussyfoot label. And the cover art is amazing. It's done by a Japanese artist. Really, really nice. And I never heard any of his music before. So this is the, I believe, third album by De La Soul, Balloon Mind State. I like De La Soul. I like him a lot. This one, the best known track of this album is Ego Tripping. But this is just good stuff. I haven't seen any bad records from De La Soul, and this one you don't really see that often, both on CD or on vinyl, so I had to pick it up. Same goes for this. Massive Attack versus the Mad Professor, No Protection. A very cartoon-based cover. I think someone in the vinyl community posted or showed the vinyl of this, when I did my you know, comic book competition. I think they did. Anyway, this is Massive Attack being reworked by a dub musician called the Mad Professor. There's, I believe, 8 tracks on here, and they all have different names than the original song, but the original names are behind it, so you at least get Karma Coma, and that's, I think, the best known song of this CD. But it's all very cool dub-based trip hop, really nice. Then we got Genius Jizza, Liquid Swords, Wu-Tang Clan. You know, this appears on a lot of classic hip-hop lists, and I've never ever heard it. And this is something you don't expect at a Goodwill, so I had to pick it up for, you know, a little over $1. Good stuff. This is Lamb. Same goes for this band. You don't see this too often on vinyl. This is on, you know, I've checked it out, and it goes for about 90 to 100 euros, and I'm like, you know, I can pick it up for $1. You know, I'm fine with that. This is Fear of Force. I don't know, is this their second or third? I honest to God don't know. They're very similar to Portishead, Massive Attack, so it's trip hop, and it's really nice. I like their sound. So that's Lamb. And we got this 2 CD set by Rakim. It features the album The 18th Letter, and I think the other one is called The Book of Life. I don't quite know. Anyway, the other CD is Best Of, featuring a lot of stuff from Eric B. and Rakim. The other one, you know, is a solo album by him. I like Rakim a lot, you know, the things he meant for hip-hop music and his flow. It's just amazing. So, yeah, of course I had to pick this up. 2 more. First up, Autechre. Another Warp CD release. And stuff, I mean, you don't see Autechre at Goodwill. And this is something I used to have way back, and I just I didn't understand it. It was too difficult for me. It's electronic music, very much like Aphex Twin, but a lot more complex and a lot more difficult to listen to. It's got it has sort of a beat, I guess, but it's very hard to focus on anything. You don't need to you can't focus on anything in the music. You just have to go with it, and I couldn't when I had this in 2001. But yeah, I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm sure I can dig it more now than I used to, but you know, really cool. And the last one is Das Effects, Dead Serious, their debut album from 1992. Yeah. Mike Checker, They Want Effects. Really cool hip hop. The only gripe I have with this is the way they rap. They've got that early 90s sort of flow that I mean, the flow is, I guess, okay, but they're doing the wiggity wiggity whack kind of raps, you know, the ziggity zag, that kind of stuff, and I think that's silly. It's just me. It reminds me too much of Criss Cross, and you know, but this is really good music anyway. So that's my CD update. There's going to be another update later this week, I'm sure. Anyway, you know, have a fun weekend, have a fun week, whatever, and stay cool. Peace.